Hi betting experts, on Saturday August the 24th, a traditional ITV 7 on Saturday, the best of the action from York on Ebor Day and a couple of high quality group races from Goodwood. The ground still on the faster side of good. The worst of the showers have managed to be avoided. It's really competitive and tough racing. We start off with our betting expert daily nap. This goes in the 150 at York, the Group 3 Strensel Stakes, a 1 mile 1 contest, and I think this is made for Ali Anabi from the Owen Burrows yard. Now this useful performer I think has been building up to peak fitness in 3 starts so far this season, and I think has got absolutely optimum conditions to return to winning form at York. On Saturday under Jim Crowley, he's got a good record, 2 from 7 so far. Some will think he was disappointing at Newbury last time out. He was a very well backed 6-5 favourite that day, but I'm not too sure he was that suited by making the running, and I also think he probably set too slow a gallop. The runner up there, Al Arzi, has really franked the form since, bolting up on the bridle, hard held twice, so I think the form itself is good, and this represents something of a drop in class for Ali Anabi, who I think Crowley will be much more patient on and pick these off late. Our betting expert value angle selection goes in the day's big one, the 335, the Ebor handicap, over 1 mile 6, wide open betting here, but I think Relentless Voyager has got a touch of class, and at around 16 to 1 looks a really fair price under a Sheen Murphy. Andrew Balding, we've touched on him a lot this summer. He's in blinding form as ever, 7 winners in the last fortnight. This stayer is gradually improving run to run and comes here on the top of his game after an excellent run at Glorious Goodwood behind the horse we mentioned earlier, Al Arzi. That came in a Group 3. I really like the fact that he ran an absolute blinder over this course and distance previously at listed level, ridden that day by Hayley Turner. First go at this trip, I think Andrew must have said just make sure you can see it out, because they can't have been that confident, because Hayley gave Relentless Voyager a really negative ride from well off the pace, but he ran on quite strongly to take a closing third. So this track and trip absolutely ideal, and I think now back in handicap company with a real strong pace guaranteed, a Sheen Murphy booked, I think he'll be weaving his way through later what should be an attractive price. Perhaps play each way with the firms offering extra places if you can get on. The remaining 5 races on ITV on Saturday, we'll do them in time order. Over to Goodwood for the 205, the Prestige, a Group 3 over 7 furlongs. Well, Formal was a rare first time out Michael Stout winner, and he certainly wouldn't be known for having them prime first time out, but she was really impressive at Newbury, very well backed, unusually so, quickening up smartly, and I think there's loads more to come. So Michael, an absolute expert with these kind of horses. He's booked Jason Watson, which is an interesting jockey booking. Perhaps that's a new relationship that's going to take shape now, but obviously he's well capable, Jason, and I think Formal is quite an exciting prospect. Back to York for the Melrose at 225, 1 mile 6 here, made for Too Bossy for Us from the excellent Kevin Philippart de Foy's stable. He's a young trainer, very much one to follow over the next few years. His progressive stay remains open to loads of improvement, granted a thorough test of stamina at this trip, and comes into the race in top form. The Celebration Mile at Goodwood, 240, a Group 2, will Lead Artist is a very likeable horse who goes about his business with loads of zest from the front. I think it's fair to say probably overdid things slightly, Kieran Schumacher, last time out, but he has been getting a lot of stick for rise. Not much is going his way. He got a ban at Kempton the other night, despite actually winning, judged by the actual photo. They gave a dead heat, but anyway, hopefully Kieran can gain some compensation here with a more patient waiting ride in front at Goodwood. I think Lead Artist is possibly a class above these rivals, and front running at this track, never a bad plan of attack. Back to York for the City of York Stakes at 3 o'clock, a Group 2. Well, I've really liked Lake Forest's runs so far this season. He's run 2 cracking races in defeat. William Haggis always lines up a few for this meeting, and everything's in place here for a bold showing under Markand. And finally, back to York for one of those impenetrably hard sprints at 4:10 over 6 furlongs. The one thing I will say is that Billy Joe is running really well. He's a hold-up performer. They're going to go a mad gallop as they always do. Hopefully he'll be able to weave his way through late and pick them all off, and I like the fact that Ross Orion has been booked for the ride. Best of luck with all 7 ITV races on Saturday, betting experts.